Well, the stage has bin set for an absolutely epic MXGP Grand Prix here this weekend. Unfortunately, someone who will be sad to miss it is Alessandro Lupino. Alessandro, it's great to see you here in Majora. I touched base with Harry Nolte last week about your recovery, but in your own words, how is everything doing?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed about that. To miss my home GP, and especially because last time I did a great podium, and yeah, that's the life of motocross, of our sport. You never know. So at the moment, everything goes well. I did the surgery 1 month ago, and even my daughter is surprised how fast is the recovery. So I don't want to say nothing, but I expect to be on the bike before the normal time. So I want to do the last 2 rounds if it's possible. Maximum Brazil I would like to do, and then maybe the nation for that. So I'm looking forward for that, and I really miss the GP at the moment, and it's sad to be here without the bike, without rising. So I cheer for my teammates.
Thanks, Ali. We look forward to your return. Let's take a look at MXGP qualifying.
Well, the earlier rain from the MX2 qualifying race finally cleared the area, which meant a dry track for MXGP. And in the time training session, it was Jeremy Van Hoorbeek who was fastest by 1/100th of a second over Stephen Frossard. De Salle was third, Bobryshev fourth, and Kai Rowley was fifth. All 5 riders separated by half a second. The gate dropped in the qualifying race, and immediately we go on board with Bobryshev as he gets caught going through the first corner. Sean Simpson, though, doubled his way into turn 2, passing Clement De Salle and Tony Kai Rowley. On board with Davide Guarnieri on the Richie TM, just behind the 737 of Tellier. Uphill for the first time. A little bit of bump and grind going on coming out of those tight corners, but in the early stages, Sean Simpson led Frossard, Kai Rowley, and Van Hoorbeek on that white Yamaha. Top of the hill, though, he lost a position to Frossard and was taking a nervous look over his shoulder because Van Hoorbeek charged through in a second. And it wasn't long before Kai Rowley and De Salle would do the same. A great crowd, a great atmosphere here in Majora. The C24 of Simpson being caught now by 777 Bobryshev, who we're back on board with, dropping downhill, looking for a way through, almost off the side of the tabletop there. Tried to make a move around the outside, left the door open. Drybos went through. Simpson went to protect the move, and Bobryshev also found a way back past, and that put Bobby up into 5th place. Frossard tried to pull clear of Van Hoorbeek as Kai Rowley was looking menacing in 3rd position, so too De Salle on the 25 Suzuki. Strybos eventually finding a way past Sean Simpson. That put him up into 6th place on lap 3. But all eyes were on this battle here. Van Hoorbeek was the new leader on lap 4, having just found a way past the 183 of Stephen Frossard. Tony Kai Rowley also looking for a way through. De Salle not letting these guys off the hook. Tommy Searle, meanwhile, number 100, started in 9th, worked his way casually up into 7th place, which is where he would stay for the whole of the race. The noise and the crowd getting behind Tony Kai Rowley, who was now up into 2nd place, having passed Stephen Frossard on lap 5. And he tried to muscle his way around the Belgian, as those two were turning in a pretty good pace, trying to leave the 183 of Frossard behind. Kai Rowley got close on several occasions, and despite the urgencies of the crowd, just wasn't able to find a way through at this stage. And Van Hoorbeek doing everything right, just holding his nerve, keeping his cool. Meanwhile, battling in 11th position with Potazek was Davide Guarnieri. He was also in a battle there with Philip Hartz and Jake Nichols. De Salle fell, lost a couple of positions. That allowed Bobryshev through, and also his teammate, Kevin Strybos. Tony Kai Rowley, though, still with a few laps to go, hadn't found out how to deal with Van Hoorbeek. Genny Bobryshev, 777, and close right onto the rear wheel of Stephen Frossard in the remaining couple of laps, and was closing in on the Frenchman in what was looking like it was going to be a four-way battle for the lead. But Jeremy Van Horbeke, though, kept his nerve, went on to take the checkered flag. Kai Rowley was second, and behind them, Evgeny Bobashev just ran out of time. He came over the line in fourth behind Frossard.
Jeremy, well done. It wasn't an easy win. You had to fight for the race lead and then hold on to it until the end.
Yeah, you know, once I was in the lead, Tony was in my wheel, and he was putting pressure on me, but I just said to myself, you know, stay relaxed, and if he's faster, he would pass me. So, but I think it's not easy to pass, and I just rode my own race, didn't push too hard, and stay focused and all that. So, you know, it's been good now. First pole position tomorrow, and that's the next step in the good direction.
We'll see you tomorrow. Well done.